Hello, welcome to the Trauma Bond with Theresa Bateman podcast. Thank you for being here. I'm your host, Theresa Bateman, and every week I'm going to sit down with a member of my creative community to discuss our traumas, big and small. From the petty to the PTSD to the punchlines of our best jokes, the issues of today, our triggers of the week, and our most problematic opinions, and ultimately how we find the funny in the bad shit that's happened to us. In the end, we'll form a lasting bond. A trauma bond. Sit back, listen, and bond with us, won't you?
And light another dude, cause it's what? It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trauma Bond with Theresa Bateman. I am so excited for such a special guest today. They are a film programmer and writer based in Los Angeles. Their passions include loud music, slow cinema, and gossiping. She co-produces this fucking podcast, Trauma Bond with Theresa Bateman, a podcast exploring things we aren't supposed to laugh about, as you well know. Her writing can be found in Full Stop, New Life Quarterly, and on the zine shelf at your local bookstore. If you're down to clown, find them curating chaos on Substack at Flicks with Benefits, Instagram at agony_Varda, and Letterboxd at lighted_match. Please join me in welcoming my dear friend, producer of this podcast, all around fun as fuck, amazing and talented person, Ali Giordani.
Woo! Let
Yay.
the bodies keep the score. Let the bodies keep the score.
So
Hell
good.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
How are you today?
You know what? It's a full moon come down.
It's literally this full moon has been gnarly.
It's like she was gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And it's like, hate to see her go, hate to see her leave too. Like, I love that she was there, but she caused a lot of chaos for me this week, I would say.
She was a chaotic one. She was like a fucking, I don't know, really in my feelings and also other people's chaos, and also what the fuck is what?
It was like a siren moment where we were all like drawn to her, and then she really led us to our demise, I would say. But we're back.
We're back.
We're so back.
We're so back. You're looking so cute. I'm loving
Oh my
this
gosh,
dress
yes.
and the little stocking socks.
I know. It's a look. It's a
such
look. Yeah. Listeners, as you famously know, I produce this podcast. And so I actually had to dress up today. Normally I come in athleisure and like haven't showered in a few days. And today I was like, oh, dip.
Yeah. Wait.
I gotta look cute.
Look camera ready.
Because podcasts are now a visual medium.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know. It's like a lot to do all of the video and audio and blah,
I
blah,
know.
blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
just like, wow.
The people need to see us to engage.
All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus, as Britney Spears famously said.
Like a circus. I want this to just become like a sing-along podcast. Every episode, me and my guests, we just start spitballing.
Yeah, you know me.
Let the bodies
keep the score. Let the bodies keep the score.
Which
like,
also, we got a flag, problematic book.
Oh my gosh, such a problematic book.
Yeah.
And it's just so heavily... Okay. There's a lot of nuance with American veterans experiencing PTSD because most people join the army to pay for college.
Yep.
And now the GI Bill is running out, and that's why they're talking about like drafting again. It's fine. Don't worry about it. American capitalism is totally chill.
So chill. We love it here.
I know. And then like, so it's like, yeah, we convince people to join the army so they can go to college because college is so expensive. And then they are the ones with the highest levels of PTSD and the highest levels of homelessness, I think, outside the LGBT community.
Yeah. And
then that book is just about helping veterans cope, basically. I got through like the first, like, look, I only got through the preface.
Yeah, I remember that was a big one for me during the trauma of COVID.
Oh, God.
And all that brought up during 2020. And, you know, we both experienced some crazy shit during that time, as, you know, everyone in the world did. But then we happen to know our own personal brand of trauma.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Just death.
Just death of friends. Just close friends dying and,
just dropping like
dropping like flies. Let the
truly
bodies
lazy.
get to school. Let the bodies get to school.
Okay, I gotta lock in. But yeah, no, that book sucks. I think
got through
like
like the first maybe like 3 chapters and I was like,
yeah, like I'm a big believer that you gotta just kind of stop reading a book when it's bad. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I walk out of movies, I throw books. I famously threw a book out of a window. Um it was
You're like, absolutely not.
it was Lady Chatterley's Lover, and I threw it out of the window because I was
Why?
like,
I've
it
never
was
read it.
so
Oh,
misogynistic.
good.
And it's like, I mean, I get it. Like, I forgive art for the art. I forgive the artist for the art sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Roman Polanski movies. Don't love him.
No, he's a bad guy.
But yeah, no, that book sucks. There's so many.
Just
Yeah, it's just
another
freaking mad.
pedophile. And then I just start making original songs.
No, no, no.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, we won't go there.
Listeners, just so everyone knows, we have recorded test episodes back almost like a year ago, I would
Literally
say.
over
Like,
a year
over a
ago
year
at
ago
this
now at this
point,
point. Like when we were talking about doing the pod and like we were like, oh yeah, well, let's like test out the equipment.
Yeah.
Those test recordings will never see the light of day.
They will never. I actually meant to mention that in your intro. This is actually the 3rd time we've sat down for this, but the other ones will never be seen nor heard by anyone.
Yeah, like I'm just like, wow, the way
we got too real.
I'm glad that there are cameras here because it's reminding me that I'm being recorded. Because if not, I'd be like
just keeking,
just
having a couch chair commiseration,
chair commiseration. Yes,
the
chair commiserations, couch commiserations are so vital.
They're so vital, and that brings me to my first question. What, if anything, in the many things, would you consider to be your trigger of the week?
First off, if anything is adorable.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, when are they not?
When are they not?
When not?
My trigger of the week, men asking me for cigarettes.
Oop, there it is.
I swear to God.
Don't
don't
even fucking do it.
I say this, and I have a couple, like some men have snuck through into my friend group. If any of them even ask me for one, I'm putting a cigarette out on them. Like, well, because like, yeah, like I'm just so sick of feeling like a vending machine with men.
Yeah, totally.
It's like kind of how I've been feeling lately. And yesterday, a man asked me for a cigarette, and when I didn't give him one, he called me a fat bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, like literally that was everyone's response was like,
Yeah.
Where's he at? Where are you at? Let's kill him.
Like, we're gonna jump his ass.
Yeah, like I was just like, so to set the scene, it's a 5-minute walk from the bus stop that I get off at to my office. Beautiful, gorgeous walk. It's in like West Hollywood. I walk by a dog park, and it's not even time for a full cigarette, the walk. So I stop and I watch the dogs at the dog park.
Aww,
A lovely way to like
so
decompress
cute.
after the bus, before the office. I just like sit and watch them. And this guy like came up to me, and I was like, blasting a King Gizzard song.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't
Of
gonna
course,
I wasn't gonna take out my headphones because it's an 18-minute long song and the build is really important. And I was like, we're about to be at my favorite part. I'm not taking out my headphones.
No.
And I already know what he's gonna ask. And then I hear him just out, can you give me a cigarette? And then I was just like, nah, man. And he was like, over the loudest part of an already loud song, when I had my AirPods blasted at like max volume, I hear him just go, well, you're a fat bitch. And I say this as someone who has a severe nicotine addiction.
Mm-hmm.
It is not that serious.
It's not that fucking serious.
It's not that serious.
Like, actually, I think that's...
I'm sorry. Like, it is not that serious.
It's literally not that serious. And also, I just want to say, like, men should be way more embarrassed about their reactions to things. Like, the level of anger that they will get to, like, it's so, first of all, so easy for them to immediately go to fat bitch, ugly fat bitch, fat fuck.
And it's like, I mean, he's not wrong. Like, I am a fat bitch. Like,
but non-derogatory.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like complimentary. Like,
fat bitch complimentary is different than fat bitch derogatory.
I love that he like thought he said something with that.
He really, like, that's what's so funny to me is like it's so easy for them to default to that, because first of all, they know that women are only valued by their appearance and their perceived sexual value to men in the patriarchy, and this very like narrow view of what beauty is, and they just go straight to it every time. I'm like, get get clever with your insults at least. Try to be creative. And also just the way you'll get that mad just from being told you can't have something, you should be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, I would say it's not about sex or desire outside of
No.
the desire for power.
No,
Like,
100%.
I think we need to start calling spades spades. It's about power, it's about assault.
Yep.
It's not about sex. Like,
No. Yeah.
basically, I just think we need to divorce the idea that, like, catcalling, that getting yelled an insult at you, that has something to do with, like, about your appearance. It's not about sex, it's about power.
100%.
Like, and it's just such a bummer that he probably felt like, the thing that bothers me the most, like, when I get called names by men, is that I know they experience adrenaline
Mhm.
and it probably feels so good. Like, that's the thing where I'm just like, yeah, like, catcalling with your friends must, in order to do that to another human being, it must give you, like, the biggest rush of adrenaline.
Right.
Like, it must feel great to catcall with your bros,
Right.
like, and be like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm like, there has to be, like, some pleasure from it, because otherwise,
Mhm.
why are you enacting violence on the
But
street?
it's literally about them. It's about them and their friends. It's not, nothing about it is about the person being
Oh, no,
catcalled.
no. I
It's all
mean,
about them showboating for their buddies.
oh, yeah, it's like, and you guys could just be sucking each other's dicks
Literally just go
instead.
suck each other's dicks. It's so, that's what I'm saying. I did my first stand-up set in like a while last week, and I was literally just like popping off like, just go, you hate women, just go be gay. I promise you'll have more fun. Gay men hate women the most
Oh my god, do they
sometimes.
hate? Yeah, oh my
Like, just go
god.
be gay, go suck dick. That's really what this is about. That's really what you want to be doing. Just fucking do it.
Dude, like, yeah, men asking me for cigarettes, trigger of the week for sure. Men in general, just the trigger of my life. Not even the trigger of my life. I feel like trigger implies that, like, the emotions are coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like, gosh, they can be so violent. It's
They
kind of like terrifying. Just
it
kind
is.
of.
No, it's fucking terrifying.
But like,
They're
I just think getting called a fat bitch, he really thought he did something with that, which I wish I could just explain to men sometimes, like men who like insult me like that, men who call me a bitch, which happens very frequently because I am a bitch. And I would love to say, like, oh, you think me saying a no to you, like, for a cigarette is bad? Wait till I'm actually a bitch to you.
right. Wait till I actually rip you to fucking
You're
shreds.
Me denying you a favor is not me being a bitch. Like, wait, like, like, once a man called me a bitch at the overpass when I didn't give him a cigarette. He was like, well, you don't have to be a bitch about it. Overpass is a very gross afters that I used to frequent. And I was like, nah, man, like, I'm almost out of cigarettes. Like, I don't have enough for myself. Like, I don't have one for you. And he was like, well, you don't have to be such a bitch about it. And I was like,
What? Literally just telling you the truth.
and I literally was like, hey, man, I saw that your phone background is like a little girl. Is that your daughter? And he was like, yeah, that's my kid. And I was like, she must be ashamed of you. And he cried. It was
Oh my,
great.
oh, I love making a man
I'm
cry.
like,
That's like,
damn,
we
you're a
all
father
deserve,
and you're at an afters. Like, that's a
that's
bummer.
a bummer,
Like,
dude. And we deserve to make at least one man cry
I'm a believer in that.
every week, if not every day. Restitution,
Restitution,
revenge.
revenge. Yeah, like, that's my favorite thing. It's like, I don't want to heal my inner child. I want her to get revenge, is
Yes.
how I feel. And there's this really good quote from a book that I love, and I'm forgetting the name of the author of the book right now, but the quote is basically, if I could do girlhood again, I would ask to be scarier, less whimpering, more flirting with kerosene.
Yes.
And I will post that on our Instagram. Give us a follow. Just so I can like reference the author on it, because that's how I feel at all times. I think we should all get fucking angrier.
Let's get fucking no, I mean, that's the thing is like the repression of our anger. This is our society doesn't know what to do with death or anger at all.
100%.
And I think this suppression of rage is what leads to all these fucking like gnarly behaviors from people where they like it comes out in other ways. It might be violence, it might be addiction, it might be like just, it could come out
Just
in
harm.
any fucking
Yeah.
way. It's harmful.
Yeah.
And so it's just like exhausting to act like these aren't natural parts of life. And we need to figure out better ways to let it out. We need to be letting it out. We need to let the rage become motivation to like fight the fucking bullshit.
Oh no, let's stop trying to keep reclaiming beauty and all this shit and let's all get ugly. Like I'm
Literally.
so sick of like this necessitation of like reclamation of beauty. I want to be ugly.
Let people
Like I
be
want a man to look at
ugly.
me and be like, "That's a fat bitch," because it's like, yeah, man, let's go.
Right.
Like, let's go.
Why is ugly or fat or whatever the worst thing someone can be? Nobody has much control over what they look like.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I could control it better.
Well, like,
Like, but as I like food,
hey,
and
and
I
there's
also
nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
just like, I just think like, but I know exactly what you mean though. Like, I think just like the idea that being ugly or being fat is the worst thing you can be,
Yeah.
or that being a bitch is the worst thing that you can be.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm a bitch instead of being unkind.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm a bitch and not stupid.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like men will see you as these things, and it's just like, I know how the world treats me.
Yeah.
I know specifically how men treat me.
Mm-hmm.
They treat me like I'm ugly.
Yeah.
Why not just be ugly about
Yeah.
it? Like, I don't need to convince anyone that I'm desirable.
Right.
And also, desirable. This man wasn't like commenting on my looks. He was commenting on
You're
being
not
denied
giving them
something.
something that,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was commenting
exactly.
on being denied something he wasn't owed.
Yep.
And I mean, welcome to the world,
That part.
pal.
And they get so mad because I've experienced this so frequently in driving
Oh
scenarios
my God, you
where
specifically, yeah.
men will get so fucking, because I'm a pretty aggressive driver. I'm from Philly.
From
It's just
Philadelphia.
kind of the nature of being from Philly is like I'm a more natural, I'm more aggressive than the average LA driver. That's fine. But that meaning I won't really like back down. I won't let people cut me off. And people
No.
here, there are a lot of people here and everywhere really, but like it's a lot in LA for like certain areas of LA and like rich entitled people. There's this and male entitlement. There's this entitlement
Yeah.
where people think they can just do whatever the fuck they want. And men have done some wild shit on the road where they will try to like they will they will they will like miss that the light turned green and I'll do a little like, oh hey, like a light honk to be like, light's green, just like you're probably not paying attention,
Yeah.
where like any other person probably will go, oh oops, and then they just drive.
Yeah.
I have seen many times men will get mad, they will just stay stopped. They'll be like, oh, you want to go? And then they won't move. And then I'll try to go around, be like, okay, try to go around them. And then they'll speed up and then try to. Well, I had a guy like literally going back and forth between lanes so that I couldn't go
Yeah, it's
anywhere.
Santa Monica,
Like,
right?
no, on Franklin on my way to
Oh
work.
my God.
Literally, like around here. I've experienced men wanting to kill me on the road specifically more than like anything. It's like a
Yeah.
common occurrence
Yeah,
when
I
they're denied
mean,
something they're not owed. They think they can just do whatever they want. And when you don't let them, they get furious in a way that is so scary.
no, and I mean, I say this as someone who knows that men are capable of such kindness and
Of
beauty
course.
and being, and like, I think like masculinity is something that I'm very fascinated by because it repels me so much because of how it's been enacted by patriarchy as a form of violence.
Yes.
But for me,
What a perfect way to
I
put it.
know that men are capable, period.
Yeah.
They're capable artists, they're capable like lovers, they're capable like friends. Like they can do so well because I have examples of that in my life.
Yeah.
And so when men actively choose to be patriarchal and enact violence, it is so scary to me because I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, you would kill me right now if you could.
You would literally kill me right now if you could.
Like, and I'm just a placeholder for the woman you can't kill.
Yep.
Like, I'm a stranger to you, man. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know anything about me. And also, I'm like, good luck doing something that a man hasn't already done to me.
Right.
It's like, you think calling
Exactly.
me a fat bitch is bad?
Right,
Honey,
babe. I've lived
baby.
life. I've been living life for some time now.
Yeah, like,
Seen some
I can do
things.
bad. I can do worse to myself,
I could
man.
do bad
Yeah.
all by myself, baby. I'm gonna ask you
I
another
love that was one
question.
question. Going off. So yeah,
Can
men don't ask me for a fucking cigarette.
Don't ask Ali for a cigarette, you stupid little bitch. Okay, can you think of a time that you were at like a party or a social gathering or something and you had a story you swore would like kill, make everybody laugh and gag. And actually, everyone was just like, wait, that's actually really sad. Are you
So I
okay?
was trying to remember which one of us came up with this question. And I want to say it was me who came up with this question, maybe. And like, or we were riffing one day and you were
Yeah.
telling a story where like you did something like this. And I was like, that should be a question on the pod. I think that's how this question came up. Oh, thousands of times. It happened this week. Like, made a. I just, casually said, I mean, like, something about, that rape just exists everywhere all the time. And someone was like, took offense. Not to took offense, but they didn't laugh. And I was like, okay, never mind. We'll pivot past that. But yeah, I think a famous example of this is once at like a party, I was like keeking, me. You've seen me at a party.
Yeah.
I'm the life of the party.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
great at parties, complimentary, not derogatory. Because I think that's a really good insult is to say someone's great at parties. But yeah, and I was trying to explain the term that I love, which is single dad house gothic, which is basically if you ever lived in a dad's house where there was no woman also managing the house or like no partner managing the house, because gay people exist. But yeah, like
What?
yeah, some men have children with other men. The children of men, am I right?
I've never heard of gay.
Great movie. Yeah, gay. What the hell's that?
I've
But
never done
anyways, to
that.
pivot back, 1, 2, 3, focus on me. Yeah, so I was explaining this term, and like that's just basically like the refrigerator light was always broken. We turned on the microwave with a wrench because the knob broke off. And
Oh
my
my
dad like
God.
is a teacher, like not doesn't make the most money, but like had like a full-time job. We could have gotten a new microwave.
Yeah, but
But
no.
just now, don't worry about it. None of the clocks were set to the right time. They were all like
Oh my
fast.
God.
Yeah, my dad's an Aquarius, like, which is why I'm like perpetually early for everything because I'm like, and I hate lateness. That's a big
Yeah.
pet peeve of mine. Anyway, pivoting back, I was telling this story about that term, and I was like, oh yeah, it's like how me and my family almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning. And the way that group of people went quiet, and they were like, okay, let's go back a few steps. Like, what? And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like 1 week, like we all just got like, it started with my older sister, like everyone just got like really sick. And then eventually, like, I had to go to school on a Friday. I remember, like, I was there for a couple days. I went to school on the Friday because I had tests, and I was like so violently ill, but I was like, I can't miss my biology test.
Yeah.
Like, I still got to study, still got to do well because I need validation from literally anyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm telling this story, and I was like, yeah. And then like once we left the house, like after a couple hours, we all felt fine. So my dad had like the PG&E guy come, and he was like, yeah, if you guys had been in the house for another day, you all would have died.
Jesus fucking
Like
Christ.
100%. If thank God was like so perpetually a nerd that like I had to go to school that day.
Oh,
And like, yeah, having a near death experience when you're 15 makes you a nihilist. Got me really into smoking weed.
yeah.
But I was like telling a story, and I was like, and someone was like, well, are you okay? Like, did you go to the doctor after? And I was like, yeah, we didn't go to the doctor. My dad has we had health
Yeah.
insurance. Didn't go to the doctor.
No, of course not.
And my dad will sometimes say, like, Danny, our dog, he was like, yeah, Danny was never the same after that.
Oh my God.
And I was like, neither was
I was like, and
I.
neither were, and you should have gotten this
Yeah,
checked
neither was
out,
I, honey.
probably. You probably should have gotten this to the
And
doctor.
on that note, I thought that story was gonna kill. Boy, did it bomb.
Boy, did it bomb.
But you know
and
what?
Then make people concerned for
You
you.
know what? That's showbiz, baby.
Hey, that is actually so true. That is honestly so showbiz.
Alright.
Thank
I hit
you.
myself 'cause I can't hold the mic and clap at the same time. I'll
That's
just
a-
hit myself
That's
really
a
quickly.
Hey, having the motion actually really does help, to be honest.
Huh?
Having like seeing the motion on camera so I can just line it up with the
Oh,
little
perfect.
line.
Yeah.
It
So,
works. Don't even worry about
I'm
it.
so glad that my ability to casually hit myself is like helpful for you.
Wait, please don't hurt yourself.
I mean, that's my rule. If I'm not allowed to harm myself, no one else is.
Literally.
Came up with that rule over the summer. I was
Hey.
like, you know what? If I'm not allowed to do it, because I'm not allowed to self-harm,
That's actually
miss her.
such a gorgeous rule.
it's
If
a
I
gorgeous
can't
rule.
harm myself,
no
nobody
one else can either.
can.
Because I'm like, I can't cut myself anymore, honey.
Girl, oh, let's get into it.
Oh yeah, like the trigger warnings
Yeah,
on this app.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, so what's your
self-harm.
introductory to self-harm? Am I right?
Oh my
But
God, me and the whole cast of Degrassi, the next generation, experimenting with self-harm.
Ellie,
Yes,
yeah,
the
that's.
Ellie episodes really had an influence. I went,
I think
yeah.
like I was like, oh,
That was the funniest thing too with like Degrassi. I was obsessed with Degrassi,
so was
and oh my
I.
god, I was and because being and I think and we're both from such similar backgrounds of like working class, like kind of dangerous city
Oh,
vibe
100%. Yeah.
that
Just
Philly
like
was.
port cities that have been abandoned by the government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it was like every time I'd watch, I'd be like, the whole thing with Degrassi was, it goes there. It's intense. And I was like, they actually fucking get it. That's right. Nobody else is talking about what it's like to be a fucking teenager in a real way. It's fucking intense.
Can't believe you took E. That's a Drake line when Ashley takes E and like
Oh, I can't
makes
believe you
out
took
with
E.
the poor kid. I'm forgetting his name right now. The poor kid who later dates Emma. The way that was appointment television on the N.
The N
That
was
was
my
that was
shit.
appointment television with me and my sisters. And also there was one summer where me and my sister would stay up until like 3 in the morning because that's when they would air My So-Called Life.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and it was like West Coast time, so it was like 3 a.m. and
Oh
like
my
so we
god.
would stay up that late because like days before streaming, you were just like
I,
it's on then.
you're on then and you have to wait and I would literally get blank VHS tapes to
Oh
record
my
my favorite episodes if
god.
I knew they were going to come back on.
Dude, oh god, that was
What a time
such
to be alive.
such harmful
Millennials.
television.
Oh my god. There was so many there was a school shooting, there was
Yeah,
obviously Jimmy
Drake,
getting in
yeah,
the wheelchair,
yeah.
Drake
Do you remember when
aka
Drake
Aubrey
became a rapper?
Graham.
Do you remember when Drake became a rapper? It was like Jimmy from
I
Degrassi
said
raps.
I was like, "You mean Aubrey Graham
Yeah,
from Degrassi?"
like,
Okay.
but like, it's just like,
He's like, started
God,
from the bottom, now
now
we
we're
here. And
here.
I was always like, you started from the middle, at
Me in
least.
sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no
Canadian
makeup on.
television. Wait, what did you say?
Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. Hope you don't take it wrong. I just once have had in a comfortable bed. It could all be so simple. I'm so sad he's canceled because when you're like geeking at a barbecue, it's summertime, it's hot outside, you're on your like third spaghetti, which is when you pour
Mm,
Aperol into a Miller High Life. It's beautiful, great drink.
wow.
Um,
Teaching.
Nothing hits like a Drake song, and now it's like you really can't play that
You
because
can't be playing that.
it's like why is
It's
my life so hard?
why do they take away everything that I
Why did he have to be a
love?
pedophile
I know,
too?
literally, why do they all have to be
Like
that? What's
all
up with
like
them?
why what is the thing that like that was like I think my biggest breakdown I had during COVID was when like I watched an Epstein documentary and I literally was like crying during it because I was just like this as soon as men get power and money, the first thing they want to do is rape children.
Yeah, it's
It's just
pretty
like,
vile.
why? If I got money and power, I'd be like, we're all going to Lake Como.
Yes.
No one has to no one has to anymore.
Exactly. It would be paying off me and all my friends' student loans and
Oh
debts,
god.
taking everyone on a really nice vacation,
Oh my god. Like
getting
buying a
a
house where we could all live in
exactly. I was about to say
together.
commune house
No one
with
would ever be scared about paying rent again. No,
yeah.
oh my
It
god,
would be
yeah.
beautiful. And that's the difference between men and women.
But also there's like
Um
Ghislaine too, that fucking cunt.
dude,
Like
I can't.
I'm just like, wow.
I to be like
The prisoner who guards other prisoners, like
yeah, to be like just ready to suck the dick of the patriarchy is like the best way I can think to put it at this juncture is so strange to me. You're like
money, because you know what it is? It's capitalism. It's intersectionality, you know.
capitalism really ruins everything.
I
And
think well,
I've
it ruins alliances that you could have and like it ruins like not allyship, because allyship is so corny. Ally fatigue. Remember the term ally fatigue? What a time. No, I think
empathy
like
fatigue.
oh god, it's just like Jesus Christ, you guys. You read one article, you repost one infographic, and you were like, you know what? Probably about ally
I'm
fatigue, and you're like, I have fatigue. I'm
I'm done. I
fatigued.
can't do it anymore.
I Venmoed the one black person I know $20. I'm so fatigued right
I'm
now.
so
To
fatigued.
DoorDash
I
something and
couldn't
not tip
do
the driver.
no,
Anyways,
literally.
next question. Oh,
Okay. Is there something that you grew up thinking was really common, like in your house or maybe in the town that you're from, and then when you grew up and left home, you found out it was actually weird or not common?
so I'm from Stockton, California.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
Tell the
219 till
people.
you die. The Bay go dumb, Stockton go wild, etc. And if you know about Stockton and I tell people that I'm from Stockton, they're like, "Oh." If people don't know where it is, I'm like, "Oh, it's like up north. It's fine. Like it's an hour and a half inland from the bay." It's a very intense place to be from. My like one of my friends, Alex Torres, who's on the pod, like literally was like has visited there, and he was like, "Oh no, it's terrifying." He was like, it feels like you're in like." He was like, "It's like scarier than like other parts of the world that I've been in." And I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, because it was voted the most miserable city twice by
Oh
Forbes."
my
Well, while I
God.
was living there, I'm sure it was voted there again more. It was the second city in California to declare bankruptcy. Vallejo got there first, but props to props, real recognize real. So Stockton's a very violent place. Like there was like a neighborhood shooting on the block that I grew up on. We had to wear like IDs at school if you wear your like to make sure we didn't have like random people in our school. We had
Yeah.
like bomb threat days.
Oh my
Like
God.
and I remember thinking that people in Stockton were wealthy. Like cuz
Yeah.
basically if you lived in a track house where there hadn't been a shooting on the block, that was wealth.
Yeah.
Like Brookside,
Yeah.
that was a fancy area of town.
Mhm.
And then I went to college and started meeting people from the Pacific Palisades
Mhm.
and really wealthy areas of Sonoma County. And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, so no one in Stockton had money." And that was the biggest thing for me, I think, like, my education was just like, "Oh, we gotta zoom out.
Yeah.
We gotta just zoom out a little bit and be like." Yeah, I mean, I think that's, like, the purpose, obviously, when you move out of your hometown, you look back on it. And I think some people don't have that, because I think some people, like, continue to think that their anecdotal experience, like, remains, like,
The
objective.
truth. Yeah,
Yeah,
objective
like,
truth.
as if there is any form of objective truth.
Right,
I don't believe in
exact Of course,
objectivity.
because how could there be?
No, unless like yeah, unless it's like sources unknown, like we don't know anything.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
We
We truly
don't know
don't.
fucking
But
anything.
we like I think like subjectivity is so important to acknowledge. And yeah, like I think growing up I thought people were wealthy and people postulated like they're wealthy because that was back in the days where you wanted to be rich.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the Bay Area for college. Go Bears, Ted Kaczynski, we love. The Unabomber.
Amazing.
Yeah, he taught at Berkeley.
Bless
But
him.
But yeah, no, I think like then going from such an economically depressed place where a lot of the violence of poverty was normalized. I wasn't from an impoverished family by any form of the imagination, and I got to go to college, and I was very lucky. Like my dad, like my parents like helped me with my homework,
Yeah.
and like I was very lucky. But like, gosh, the violence and proximity to poverty was very scary, and yeah, and then going to school in the Bay Area, and then living in the Bay Area, where then people started pretending like they were poor.
Oh my God.
Trust punks?
Literally.
Like, be so for like, look me in the face right now.
Yeah.
Like, look me in the face and tell me why you opened up a DIY space in a neighborhood where everyone is too scared to call the cops on you. But
Mhm.
you're still having shows go until 4 a.m. on a weeknight. But literally, no one can stop you because no one wants to call the cops. And it's just like, okay, what's the dealio? But yeah, that was such a big pivot, I think, like pretending to be rich versus pretending to be poor.
Yeah, I thought I had that same experience
Oh yeah, for sure from Philly. Yeah.
going from Philly and like such a
NYU,
working
yeah.
class city to then NYU and then having friends who were because bohemian chic was so in to be like we're poor, we're bohemian, we're just like
Yeah.
DIY. It was like in fashion. So I also had a lot of like kids acting like or like meeting people who I thought were like me and from similar
Yeah.
class backgrounds and then finding out, oh no, they are not. They're from like a wealthier family, like pharmaceutical like
Oh my gosh, like East Coast money is built
money.
different
Oh
too.
my God. Well, these were all mostly West Coast people actually
Oh
too. A lot of
really?
my friends early in college were West Coast people. But yeah, like finding out like, oh, and they have like an allowance they get sent every month. They get a few $100s. And at that time it would like go farther than now. Like in 2008, like, oh, they get an allowance from their parents and they just
Mhm.
like are taken care of in a different way, but they like to be like, oh, I'm so poor. Which is really just I don't know. It was such a mind fuck for me too, where I was like, wait. I didn't, because I also like there were people in Philly. Like I thought anyone who had even a little bit more than me growing up, I was like, oh, they're rich. They've
Oh,
got like they
exactly.
have like another house. Oh,
Well, like
that's
the culture of
crazy.
comparison, right? And like we grew
Yeah.
up when like the hills and like Lagoon, not the hills, but like when Laguna Beach
Yes.
was on, and
Yes.
the OC. Like we grew
Yep.
up, I think, like at a time where media was very centered on wealth.
Yeah.
It was
Wealth, and
like
it was
pre
aspirational.
housing crisis, of
Yes.
course,
It was like
like,
you could have this too, as long as you go to college, which was a scam.
or like this is something that you need to attain in order to be loved and valuable and
Yes.
desired,
Yes.
like, yeah, or like this is what like, yeah, this is what beauty looks like, and
Yeah.
it's just like Marissa Cooper and like a wealth,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fine. Love the
Bruh.
OC. But yeah, no,
Bruh.
I think like that is one for me. Is just like not realizing that being from Stockton would get me so much cred throughout life.
Yeah. Yes.
Like it gets me so much cred with people.
Same with Philly. It's
I
like
know
people are
exactly.
always like, "Oh, I always love people from Philly." I'm like, "Yeah, because we're real
I know.
ones."
I love Philly babes. Oh, I love
Ugh.
Philly babes. Love Detroit babes.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
and I feel like it's like a
Baltimore, like yeah,
yes, they're
like
all like sister city vibes. I'm like
it's
Detroit,
like
Baltimore,
industrial
Philly.
cities,
Yeah.
yeah. And God, I miss a cheap thrift store.
Oh, so there's some
God.
great thrifting in Philly.
Dude, I mean, Superior Thrift, and if you're ever driving through Stockton, California, Superior Thrift in downtown Stockton, the best thrifting. I still have clothes that I've gotten from there, and I haven't been back to Stockton in like 5 years, in like over 5
Oh
years.
my God.
Like, yeah,
Hell yeah. That's
beautiful.
what I was when I was at home in the summer a couple summers ago. There's this like cute little vintage store, vintage like thrifty store in my
Yeah,
neighborhood, and they have a bunch of different stuff. They have like furniture, they have like old china, it's like a tchotchke shop. You can get all kinds of stuff there.
yeah.
I saw the most gorgeous little couch that I was like, "Oh my God, if I lived here, I would want that." And I looked and I was like, if that were in LA, it would be easily like
Oh,
$1,200 at a
100%.
one of these
Yeah.
stores. I looked at the price tag, it was like $200. I was like, God, it's just really different. I would have
Gosh.
that for my apartment here and it would be so nice.
Yeah. Oh,
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 oh.
oh. I want to
Okay.
go thrifting soon.
Okay, let's go thrifting. Anyway, can you think of something that you went through that felt really traumatic at the time, but now you look back and laugh, and maybe how did you get to a place where you felt like you could laugh about it?
So we all remember the Me Too movement.
Yes, of course.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
And if you're like me and were raped in college or at
Go
all through
off.
or at all through your 20s
Mhm.
or 30s or anything like that, if one of your rapists was concerned about losing capital or social status, boy, did you get a DM from them.
Mhm.
Boy, the Facebook messages I
Oh.
got from a couple dudes.
Oh my
And it was
God.
so funny to see them so scared in
Yeah,
retrospect, but at the time, it was so traumatic to get
of
those
course.
messages because that was really back when I believed in the Me Too movement,
Oh,
and that was,
yeah.
like, I think it was such an important conversation to have, especially as someone who works in film. I think it was really powerful at the time.
Yeah.
Now I think people find way too much comfort and power in victimization,
Mhm.
and also I think there should be some instances where disposability politics doesn't apply to having weird sex at whatever. But anyways, yeah, like I would say that was something that I thought was so traumatic at the time was getting those messages.
Yeah.
And now I look back and I was like, oh, they were so
They
scared.
were so
They were
scared.
so scared that I was gonna like make a post about them.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Get them canceled, which
get them
isn't even real.
canceled. Yeah, like I know like that I was gonna mess with their bag, low key, like, and it's so funny to think about that. Because it's like, wow, they were kind of scared of me in that moment, you
Mhm. That was
know?
like you had the power.
I know, and like as scared as I was of them, the fear of being a believer, the fear of being a capitalist and the fear of losing money is so much scarier than anything I can imagine.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
I mean, the world we live in.
I mean, they were willing to reach out to someone. They were willing to get screenshotted because they were like, bro, if she cancels me right now,
Yeah. Do you have any
I could
favorites?
lose my tech job.
Yeah.
My garage rock band will no longer get booked at a DIY space. I'll get chased into a different community and I'll have to community hop
Oh
again.
no, I'll have to move and just start over and
Oh
trick a
God,
whole
I don't
new
want to
set of
community hop for the
people.
4th time. Oh my God.
Incredible
He was
stuff.
nice to me.
Oh, he was nice to me. There's no way that means he couldn't have ever done anything bad.
Oh God, he was nice to me,
That was such
motherfuckers.
a God, that
That was such a
time.
time.
Literally, I remember it brought up so much too because I was like,
Oh, it brought up, and it was so casual how people would talk about it,
yeah,
especially, I don't know if you were working in film at the time.
yeah.
I mean, I remember they had like the Kavanaugh hearings, like someone wanted to play that in our office, and I was like, can we not though?
Can I like have one moment
And
of
and I
peace?
wanted to turn it off, and someone was like, it's really important that we watch this. And I know, like, I was like, babe, we're in the workplace, but 1 in 3, like 1 in 3 women are raped in their lifetimes, like one
Literally.
in three, y'all.
I
Like,
feel like it's probably more than that by
I
now.
mean,
I feel like that's just like
you can
the
cut
ones who
this.
will
You can,
say it.
yeah. I'm just like, I don't.
It's like probably like 99%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to. And I mean, what's crazy too is that like someone's doing the raping. That's
Yeah.
why whenever someone is like really praise, it's not to be such. I mean, this was going to be a misandrist episode. It was just a full pink moon on my period and man famously, but I mean, that's why whenever someone is like, "Oh yeah, like this dude is really great," I'm like, I would love to know what his ex-girlfriend's friends think of him.
Yeah. That's such a good
I would
call
love
out.
to know what his female coworkers think of him.
Yeah.
Like, because he's nice to me, motherfuckers, man. I swear to God. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't
But
know.
yeah,
Have
so
you heard of
traumatic now looking
humans?
back. It's like, oh, girl.
Were there any you can think of out in particular that stood out as like looking back that make you laugh? And there's no pressure if you don't want to answer that.
So, gosh. Can I say it? And then if we want to cut it out,
Yeah,
we
of
can.
course.
I
You have
definitely.
full disclose,
You know what? This one is for the
approval.
pod listeners, not the real watchers, because this is not going to be made
Literally.
into a
I know
real.
there's so many people who are like, I've been loving seeing your clips. I'm like, listen to the fucking podcast,
Listen to
ma'am.
a gun to the head.
I'm
Listen
like,
to the
you think you like
podcast.
the clips? How about you listen to it
So,
whole episode?
I was God. So I was gang raped at
Oh my
a garage
God.
rock show that happened at a co-op that was in, like a part of this like co-op system at the college I went to. Um and and it was at a Fiddler show, which Fiddler, are you familiar with Fiddler?
Mm-mm, no.
They're a garage rock band that I still love. Like I've been listening to them a lot this week. They have a song called Wake Bake Skate. And one of the lines literally goes, and I'm gonna try to make it for another year just so I can hang out with my best friends and drink a lot of beer. Which
Hell
aren't we
yeah.
all, man?
Hell yeah, brother.
Like hell yeah, brother. But yeah, and yes, like, and getting the message that was like, I'd like to check in about what happened at the Fiddler show in 2012.
Oh my
And I
God.
literally like opened that on my way to work, and I was like, what?
What?
Like, and it's just like I love that he had to
I
say.
would like
I
to
love that. I love
discuss.
that he had to say at the Fiddler show, not what happened between us, not what I did.
Yeah.
Like, remember that Fiddler show we went to?
Remember that? No, that thing that happened that nobody did, but
Remember
it
when
happened at the
yeah.
Fiddler's show. Just so detached.
And also, just like naming the band is crazy. And also capitalizing every letter in the band name is crazy. Because that's how they would stylize it. They would always capitalize Fiddler.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
God.
gotta make sure we stylize the band names correctly. As I apologize for being one of the people who gang raped you while you were barred out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm so sorry, but actually, retrospectively, that is hilarious.
Men
Gotta make sure that the stylization of a garage rock band is okay in my rape apology.
that's the attention to detail we're looking for.
Oh God, I mean, great
That's
band.
incredible.
So funny.
Oh my fucking God.
Low key.
Men are amazing.
I actually didn't think about an answer to that question specifically because I'm glad that that one was off the cuff for real. I really liked that. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Fiddler, all
course.
caps.
Fiddler.
Fuck it, dog. Life's a risk. It's a skateboarding term. It's fine.
Oh my God.
You know what's so bad about me? As much as I
Hmm.
hate men, as soon as I hear a skateboard on, like the sound of a skateboard against the street, I perk up.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm just
"Wait,
like,
who's it?"
where?
And you are from Northern California.
Ooh, a surfer boy, a skater. Oh gosh, mama, say less.
Can you think of a time where you felt like you were behaving totally normal, not really going through anything, and then when you look back, you're like, wait, I was acting kind of crazy and I was really going through it, huh?
The entirety of 2021,
Yeah,
which coincidentally is when we met.
that's yep.
Yep, we were both grieving because my like best friend died December 2020. Anthony, may he rest.
R.I.P. Shout out
R.I.P. May he
Anthony.
rest.
He
Because I
blesses
love
this
saying may he rest
podcast.
because it's like so cunty. It's like may he rest.
May he rest for
Uh,
fucking once.
I mean, low key though.
Literally, that's how it was for Richard too. May
Look,
he sleep for
yeah, but
real.
maybe just take a nap.
Maybe just like, yeah,
Just cool off a little,
yeah.
buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but we met. Yeah, so we met like my first like within like 3 months of me living in LA.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I was really so in such intense grief. Like a
Yeah.
book I will plug if you do want to read a book about grief. It's called Welcome to the Grief Club.
Mm.
It's kind of twee, but I think it's it was very helpful to me. I read it in like 2022 finally. I remember when I read it, I was just like it's like a lot of illustrations and some text, so it's like a very quick read. And there's like a bingo card like illustration, and it has like all the stuff you're not supposed to do in
Mm-hmm.
the year after like you lose somebody. Get a tattoo in honor of them, which I did.
I definitely did for
Yeah,
sure.
we know they're in the same place too, which is crazy, and they're both quotes. It's
Yeah.
fine. Um, Moved to a new city, which I did. I moved to LA, which is insane that I did this. Like,
Yeah.
it's just my fifth anniversary of living in LA. I moved here March 31st, 2021. So it's just been officially 5 years in LA.
Yay.
That was less than 4 months after my best friend died.
Yeah.
And I moved from the place that I lived in since I was 18. Like, because I lived in the Bay for 10 years, and I was like, you know what? We're going to LA. And boy, did I wreak havoc on my credit score. Boy, has it taken years to financially
Oh,
recover from being
that is so
heavily
classic.
grieving, developing a light drug problem,
Yeah.
and then not even a drug problem, just like a party problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I really fell in so easily with your friend group,
Yeah.
because I think that's the thing is like when you're grieving, it's easier to remain in the earthquake than it is to sort through the rubble of it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's so scary to stop.
Yeah.
It's so for me, like that was the hardest thing was like, that's really how my grief manifested. Is just like in my constant need to party
Yeah.
and be like, oh, it's fine.
Yep.
And like looking back at photos of myself and videos of myself, I look strung out. I
Bro.
don't look good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I was going through it so massively and thought I was hiding it so well.
Yeah.
And retrospectively, based on conversations I had, based on friendships that I ruined, it's just like, oh, I was in such intense pain.
Of course.
And I wish that I could have told myself, yo, it's textbook what you're going through.
Right.
Like, it's so textbook. You're in the denial phase of grief.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, this person died. And the only way I'm capable of talking about it is if I'm like fucked up at a party.
Yeah.
And we all are in a circle talking about like just trauma dumping with each other.
Yes, exactly.
And like, yeah, so that would be my big one is just like, that's a time in my life that I look back on with such mournfulness and such sadness and also zero desire to ever repeat it.
Yeah, I'm so with you, and yeah,
It was so
it was
bad.
so dark. I remember ringing in my birthday that year at an after hours and being like, "What am I doing?"
I remember.
You were
Yeah. Yeah,
there,
I was
yeah,
there.
and
Oh god, the last time you go to an afters is such a real
that
feeling.
was the last time. Was that
Yeah.
birthday for me? I was like, "Ooh, I don't want to do this
No,
anymore."
it was just like, yeah, those Uber rides home, man, after the afters and like the come downs was so bad
Yeah, it's
and I
like,
honor that version of myself.
of course, of course.
I honor what she was going through because
I just want to like
I
hug
want to
us
hold
both,
her. I
like
want to
hold
hold her. I want to
her.
make her a good meal. I just
Yeah, like eat something good for
eat
you.
something that isn't like just junk food that you order at like 5 a.m. because
Yeah,
you're like coming down. Like, it's
yeah,
just like, yeah, it's hard to honor her and also be like, girl, fuck you. What are you doing? Like, I
yeah,
would shake her and then I would shake her so hard and be like, this isn't a way to remember anybody.
yeah,
This isn't what I just think about that. That's what really got me out of it was just like, it's not what Anthony would have wanted for me.
yeah.
This isn't how he would want his death to affect me.
Right.
He would want me to write. He would want me to create because that's what he was all about. He was all about writing. He was all about art and just being unabashedly himself. And Yeah.
I feel so grateful to like get to know him through your eyes, but I wish I could have met him
Oh,
so
trust.
bad.
You all would have kikied.
I'm
Oh no,
sure
he
we
was the
would.
best. I mean, he's like always in the room with me for sure. And
Absolutely.
like we met when we were like 14, and so like he was really so we but when he died, I'd known him for half my life.
Yeah.
And so for me that's just such a big one of just like of course I was in so much pain, and of course I was so because we have no culture of grief.
We have no culture that does anything to support grief or
Exactly.
acknowledge it at all.
Acknowledge it.
So
Like,
it's like this game you have to play of like, okay, well, I had my week of grief, so now it's time to get back to normal. And if I'm not normal, everyone's going to think that I'm just like milking this or something, even though
oh
it's
my
like, oh my
God.
God.
The
But
fear of the fear of that, of being perceived as someone who is just dwelling on it.
but it's like, hey, sorry, hate to break it to you. It literally never goes away. It just might strike you at any moment, and you have no clue when it'll strike you
Oh, I
hard.
I cried on the bus yesterday about Anthony.
Yeah.
Why? Who knows?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Random things will
I mean,
remind
sometimes I
you.
trigger myself. Sometimes I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen to a song that makes me think about him because that is a
Yeah.
way I honor him. But yesterday I just like had this moment where I was just like, God damn it, I miss him. And
Yeah.
it's been over 5 years now,
It
since he
fucking
died. And it's just
sucks.
like, but to have that moment of frenetic desperation when you just like,
Yeah.
I want to talk to you and no one else will do.
Yeah.
And I can't talk to you. And it's the most painful
It
moment,
sucks so
because
fucking bad.
there's a C.S. Lewis, like section I really like of one of his books where basically the gist of it is we all bring out something very specific in each other.
Yeah.
Like a friend's A, B, and C. A brings out something in B that C doesn't bring out. So if you lose somebody, there's parts of you that are just lost.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing for me is just realizing that there are certain parts of me that I no longer am able to express because Anthony is gone.
Yeah.
And it's just like and it's also like mourning yourself.
Yeah.
It's mourning their future. It's mourning the future of your friendship and what you guys could have created together. And it's also just mourning the fact that like, wow, I love my friends. I love my community. I will never get to shout about rimming in a crowded restaurant with him though ever again. And that is a
Yeah.
bummer.
Such a fucking
It's
bummer.
such a
And
bummer.
also mourning all the people you would never get to like introduce
Introduce
them
them
to.
to
Yeah. It's just
God, that's
like
actually that's the hardest one
that's
for
when it's like
me.
one where you're like, oh, he would have loved you. You guys would have loved each other.
I would have, yeah,
Like,
I would have loved like Richard for sure.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
oh
God.
my God.
You and Richard
I've
would
seen
have,
like videos of his stand
you
up.
and Richard would have fucking loved each
No,
other
I've seen
for
videos of his
sure.
stand up and I'm just like,
And I remember because, as you know, it was, and as the listeners know, because I've mentioned it on the pod before, like Richard killed himself. And then 2 days later, one of my best friends from college, Bryson, killed himself. And so, um, and I remember being like, whoa, they would have loved each other. Like, and I hope they're
yeah.
kind of like kikiing wherever the ethereal realm of the afterlife may be.
No, 100%.
Because I'm like, damn. And that was like I mean, God, the grief of like not only having to be in a global pandemic where you're supposed to be isolating, but we weren't fully
No,
because we
100%.
couldn't do it, and maintain any sense of like wanting to stay on this earth. Was
God, that's
like
so
partying
real.
was literally the only thing that kept me alive during that time. And so it's so
Exactly.
interesting that we did meet in such
Yeah.
distressed moments of our lives and our like intersecting grief. It was I was going out all the time. I was drinking the most I've ever, and I'm like as you know, I'm not a huge drinker.
No, 100%.
I
Yeah.
don't really
I'm not even a huge drinker
yeah,
either
like
anymore.
it's just
Yeah.
like it's not something, but it was like the only drinking and doing drugs
Oh, yeah.
was
Can't forget
literally
about that.
the staying. And but I remember too the just the deep shame that I would feel if I was still awake when the sun came up. It was the
Ooh,
worst. Like
the birds
the birds
chirping.
starting to chirp was it because they would start to chirp before the sun came up,
Yep.
and that's something when you stay
I
up all
have not been
night.
up like that in years.
Yeah,
You know what? Salute to that, man. Like, thank
it's
God. Thank God we're both still alive, honestly.
literally, I know, truly, because I'm like, I look back, I also see photos of myself from that time. I'm like, I don't look so good. Like I was not taking care of
No.
myself, and it was I was also really like I was eating like a pint of ice cream like on the daily, damn
Oh my
near.
God. Yeah. I
Like I
like
was
wouldn't eat
so
anything and then I would
depressed.
binge at the end of the day.
Yeah, I
Like it
was
was,
yeah, oh my God,
oh
that's
my
so my
God.
it was it I was just couldn't be more dysregulated than during that time.
100. That's what it
And
is.
also not having the ability to grieve in the traditional ways because it was COVID. So you're also like
Yeah.
cut off from like we had a fucking Zoom funeral for Bryson.
Yeah.
For Richard, a bunch
No,
of us
yeah.
just stood outside Akbar with candles and like
Oh yeah. I went
had a
to,
memorial night, but like and then also just got fucked up. It was
oh, I
just
got fucked up alone in Dolores Park in San Francisco because I missed Anthony's, like, and I obviously it was December 2020, same thing. Like,
yeah.
no, like, I didn't go to like an in-person funeral. And like, so I literally like
It was
drank up.
long before the
Oh,
vaccines
100%.
existed.
Yeah.
Like,
It was months before the
yeah.
vaccine, but like, yeah. And so, yeah, I just got wasted in a park by myself. And like, gosh, I was so sad.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think just also want to like take that moment to really pinpoint because I feel like there's such judgment around addiction, obviously, in our
100%.
culture. It's so demonized and it is looked at as like this weakness or this thing that people choose to somehow make other people's lives worse in some way. Like it's as though they're like as though the person who is struggling with addiction is doing it to other people as opposed to struggling with something within
Exactly.
themselves.
Yeah.
I just want to like take a moment to really be like, yeah, first of all, addiction comes in many forms and for many reasons. And what it actually is, first, like people judge homeless people for having addictions, but it's like I just saw this video the other day too where a woman who works really closely with different homeless populations in her city was like people aren't homeless because they're addicts. People a lot of times people become homeless and then become addicts because of first of all the constant stress they have to deal with in living on the street and trying to protect their stuff and trying to figure out how to make money and trying to get a job and trying to feed themselves, all the basic survival things, but also like they have to stay awake through the night to keep themselves safe.
Wow.
And also just like addiction, ultimately, what it is people with baseline dysregulated nervous systems who grew up with chaos feeling like home, which I know we both can relate
100%.
to.
Yeah.
And it is just an attempt to regulate. It is
Yep.
one thing that helps people regulate and not feel the constant swirl of self-loathing in their heads. It's like
Yeah.
it's the quiet it's the thing that can bring people quiet. And so I just kind of want to like take this moment to be like if someone is struggling with addiction, I understand too that obviously there are behaviors that come from addiction that are damaging to other people. But I just think that we really need to put a lot more compassion into the lens of so many different things that
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I will say this to the addicts who are listening right now, as an addict myself in recovery, like,
yeah,
like, yeah, it'll ravage your life. And thinking about how much I love people and how much I was willing to hurt them for certain drugs, like,
yeah,
is actually terrifying. Like, it's actually terrifying to think that's how powerful drugs are.
yeah,
And you know what? Like, progress, not perfection.
yeah.
That's I love a mantra and I love a
Mhm.
therapeutic phrase. Progress, not perfection.
You said that to me yesterday and it really helped me calm down on something like I was
No,
mad about myself
we
at
need,
myself.
yeah, no, I think like that's the thing with addiction is like, it's like, gosh, how do I put this in like an eloquent way? I'm not going to try to be eloquent about it. I think it's like the earthquake metaphor for me. Like that was like something that I thought of one day of just like, being in the earthquake isn't the scary part. It's the aftermath and having to realize what you've destroyed and
Yeah.
what your addiction has destroyed.
Yeah.
Because I, for very good reason, there are people who do not talk to me anymore because of how I was so cruel to them and things I did to them. And I've made a lot of amends in life. And I think a big part about making amends is knowing that
You just
there are
leave.
some pebbles that don't need to be picked up.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest thing with making an amends, and I think a proper amends is that knowing that if it's going to cause more harm than good, you don't reach out to them.
Exactly.
Don't make amends within the first 6 months because you don't know shit. You have the
Yeah.
glow of early sobriety where you're just like, I know everything.
Yeah.
I can help everyone. Oh my god,
That,
you
oh my God, when I
guys.
first got into Al-Anon, I was like,
Oh,
everybody just needs to come here.
well, I was gonna say like I didn't know how open you were. I kind of forget like if you've talked about going to Al-Anon before.
Yeah.
I know it is anonymous, but I
Mhm.
think we're coming at it from such interesting ways, and I love the symmetry of our lives of just like the Al-Anon versus, for me, NA, my birthday's in May. That's when your grief anniversaries are.
Yeah.
Your birthday's in December. That's when my grief anniversaries are.
Mm.
And it's just so, I love that symmetry, because I do think, like, for me, Anthony dying was such a rebirth of self.
Yeah.
And it obviously caused a lot of, like, death within me and a lot of psychic death that I'm never going to recover from, but it did motivate me to change my life in a way that I'm so grateful for, in this weird way.
Yeah.
And so as much as I want to shake her, I'm also grateful for her,
Yeah.
for, like, my past self, who, like, literally was only able to move to LA because I was just on so much Adderall that I was like, you know what? I have an idea, guys. Like, I was so manic. And also, mania itself is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a hell of a drug. But yeah, that's a time.
Oof.
I wish we had a picture of ourselves together during that time.
I know. I wonder if any exist. I like can't think of any.
I don't think so,
That
no.
I'm like, I feel like I just remember meeting you at
Gay
gay
astrology.
astrology, and yeah, and then I feel like immediately going to pee on the sidewalk outside or something.
I remember that because I was with, like, people who I was like, these people are lame because they're annoyed that I want to do drugs. And I was like, I'm going to go outside to do it. And everyone was like, let's go pee. And I was just like, oh, these girls can hang. Well, yeah, I look back and, like, I remember someone was, like, telling me when I first moved to LA, they were like, oh, yeah, it seems like you're always at a pool party. And, like, girl, I was, but boy, was I sad.
Yeah.
Like, I was so sad.
I know that the like visage, is that the word I'm looking for?
Facade?
Yes,
Yes.
facade. Thank you. I'm thinking Michelle Visage. That's literally where my brain went to. The facade of LA can be really so alluring to people. Of like, it really is like sunshine and pool parties, and I'm like, well, half the pool parties I've been to, yeah, where I was like still awake from the day before, because I'm so sad.
Where you're like, this is carrying my hangover.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, I think, like, if you're brokenhearted, best thing you can do is move to Los Angeles.
Yeah. I knew,
Because boy, did
honestly,
Los Angeles heal me.
Los
Boy, am I
Angeles.
grateful for Los Angeles.
Oh,
like,
me too. It's such a
I love it here
misunderstood.
so much.
I love it here so much too. I think it's such a misunderstood city. I think people love to.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And
it's
if you
not
don't,
meant for tourists, which
and
I
if
do
you,
love.
yes, and if you don't know, stay away. Go
Yeah,
away.
stay away.
Bye.
I love people, like, who live here, like, transplants who live here, complain about it. I'm like, good, leave.
Like, okay, leave.
Leave.
Yeah. There's things that annoy me about LA, of course, but it is also like such a beautiful
I'm a
place.
visitor here.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful
I'm
place.
a transplant myself. Like, I'm a visitor here,
Yeah. And bless LA.
I love LA.
LA forever. Okay. Do you have a piece of media, film, song, artist that you feel like you were exposed to maybe a little too young? And if so, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Or
I
who
mean,
are they?
when I was 15, my Spanish teacher, shout out Mr. Debaco, he recommended to me, a 15-year-old girl, the movie, the seminal erotic road film, Y tu mamá también.
Yes.
And boy, did that inform my sexuality. Boy, did I watch that alone at night in my living room on the shared television, just eyes darting to the hallway, being like, no one's going to
Is
watch.
anyone
No.
coming in?
Because I rented it from Blockbuster. Like,
Yeah.
somehow they had the Blockbuster in Stockton Loki went off. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, they somehow
I
had
miss
that
Blockbuster.
movie. Dude, they had, like, oh God, I love that movie. It's not on Netflix, which is really exciting because it was really hard to find. Y tu mamá también
Yeah.
was very hard to find for a while because of, like, streaming rights and whatnot. That movie changed my life, though. But, like, why was I watching that at 15? Why did a grown man in a position of power over me recommend that film to me? I
Yeah.
remember he, like,
Questionable.
I came up to him on, like, the Monday after I watched it, like, over a weekend, and I was just like, it was so good. And, like, obviously I didn't understand any of it. I just, like, saw two men kissing in it. Spoilers.
You're like, wait, that's
while getting
cool.
like one woman is going down on both of them at the same time.
Hell
They
yeah,
like,
brother.
yeah, God. But that whole movie is just about death.
Yeah.
I rewatched it this week and I was like, oh, it's all about death and desire, which is the only
Yeah.
thing.
Which is
Honestly-
everything, really.
Honestly, based on the amount of times I've said death and desire on this episode alone, that I'm realizing, like, it's all for me about death and desire. That's really what I'm most fascinated by.
That's
And
what, and I was talking about this too, just in the context of like dating.
yeah.
I'm so frustrated because I'm like, no, none of these things are really panning out the way I want. Like, it seems the universe is telling me it's just not the time for you, girl. Focus on the
Yeah.
podcast. And I'm like, and I will.
Honestly, same. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back out there. And my Tinder, I remade Tinder last night, and I'm just like, I've already deleted it because I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm like,
care.
it just keeps, things are not going the
Not
way
aligning in a way
I
I'd
hoped.
like, yeah.
And but it feels, but at the same time, because it, with everything going on in the world, as we all know, it feels like things are, something big things are ending. And so even though I know it's not the end of the world and it's the end of empire, which the only thing that makes me worry about end of the world is the climate disaster that we are in. And I'm like, we have very limited time to course correct that before
So
we
thank
will
God this
go
empire is
extinct.
ending.
But like, it feels like, oh shit, we might all die soon. I just want someone to love and like have sex with,
Oh, I want to be like in
please.
Pompeii when like they find people holding each other like in
Literally.
ruins. You know, I'm just like, I want
I'm
that.
like, can we just be like cuddling and making out and like letting it everything be chill and
Oh no, like that was like one of my favorite questions. That I was filling out last night when I was blazed in the bathtub. On Tinder was like, if you had 20 minutes left to live, what would you do? And my answer was literally what I was doing in that moment, which is I was like, I smoke a spliff in the bath while I play my favorite King Gizzard song.
hell
20
yeah.
minutes left to live. That's how I would go out. Like,
Honestly, I can't believe you haven't talked about King Gizzard more on this
oh my
episode.
God. I mean, just you wait for coping mechanisms.
I'm getting there. That's literally the next question. So, what would you consider to be your weirdest and or favorite coping mechanism when you're going through it?
I'm going to go favorite because it is something that I somehow have managed to monetize and have as my job. Curation.
Hell yeah.
I love living a hyper curated life.
Yes.
I love like because we're for work obviously I do film programming, but I love making playlists. I love having a very specific wall that I look at when I go to sleep. I love curating a party. I love planning. I love programming. And in that vein, I will say that like I love that so much and I'm so grateful for that. So that's my like very like fun sweet one. And my weirdest coping mechanism, I just play really loud music in my room and do a one-person mosh pit.
Hell yeah.
Like honestly, like I'm like I was like, can I play a song right now? But yeah, no, and like I think just like hyper living like a life of choice,
Yeah.
you know, because I think for so long I allowed others to create reality for me,
Yes. I was literally having that thought last night.
right? And it's just like look at this corny, but like how lucky are we?
Yeah.
We're in a beautiful city. We're in your gorgeous apartment.
Yeah.
There's a sweet dog sleeping on the couch.
My
And we're just
baby.
shooting the shit, talking about the worst things that have happened to us, and somehow that makes them easier to live with.
Yeah. I
So I think for me,
really,
so much of life is just learning to live with wanting to die.
yeah.
You know, and like death drive is so real for me. So it's just like, fuck nihilism.
Learning to live with wanting to die. God,
Yeah.
that's alt title for this ep. Like I know
Honestly, learning to live with wanting to die could be a good episode
Yeah.
title.
That's like
That's a behind the scenes moment. But yeah, no.
bonus ones for
But I think you
the
can relate to that. Just like living a
Yeah.
life, like look at your apartment, like look
Yeah.
at the fact that you do a podcast. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like curation is so fun.
Yeah. I love curation too. It's one of my like that was our favorite when my cousin Margot and Janelle and I all ran
Oh
red carpet comedy.
yeah.
Our favorite part was getting together to like curate the next show's
Oh my God, the
lineup.
lineup and like who's gonna go first?
Exactly, and curating like
Yeah.
the order of the lineup, and like we put so much thought and intention to that because we were, and first of all we were party girls, so we were like, we're gonna make this show is gonna be a party and a vibe. If you had been here during the red carpet comedy days, you would have been there. You would have loved it.
Would I actually have gone into stand up? Because that is something
Probably.
yeah. That
'Cause
is something that people threaten with me with all the time is you would be great at stand up. And I'm like, no.
no, yes,
I
you
would
would, but no, that's not true. But you would.
But bombing is the point, I think, sometimes.
But you
Right?
have to
Yeah.
bomb sometimes. You learn from bombing, but it was a DIY backyard show,
Oh
backyard party
God.
show vibes. So it was like, and we would be so intentional about the curation because first of all, we were always like top of mind, only one white person or only one man on the fucking lineup.
Yeah.
So we're trying to like be intentionally diverse, but also have comedians we think will complement each other's styles and like, but also have variety, have different types of performance. It was so much fun to be like, ooh. And then when we get to announce the lineup and the curation that we
Oh.
put together, and
Well, it's the
every show
best,
also had a
yeah.
theme. So it was like we would curate the lineup according to the theme too. It was like very, yeah.
Living with intention is
Living
my
with
favorite coping
intention.
mechanism, I suppose.
It's
Yeah.
so good. And King Gizzard.
And King Gizzard. And it all comes back to King Gizzard because I have 3 different King Gizzard playlists. 1, Insatiable Giz Goddess. That's our studio versions. 2, Giziness for the Livin'. That's our live version. 3, It's a very niche title. My side giz got a 5S with a screen cracked.
Oh my god.
Which is based on a Drake lyric, which is my side chick got a 5S with a screen cracked.
Hell yeah, dude.
And if you're interested, I will check them out. Apple Music.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Love King Giz.
Oh my god. Okay, we've reached the final question of
Oh
the
God,
episode.
yes.
Choose your own adventure, answer all or just one or two or whatever. Do you have anything you would consider to be your most problematic opinion that you are willing to admit on a public podcast, and or most problematic behavior you engage in when you are going through it, or something you just generally want to pop off about to the people?
Let me be fucking ugly.
There we go.
I think the sanitization of body positivity movement, which started out as fat positivity and then became body positivity
Hmm.
and then became invaded by thin women who conflated the real problems they go through in patriarchy. But let me be like, they conflated the real problems they go through with patriarchy with the idea that body positivity is for everybody, which it just fucking, in my opinion, isn't.
Yeah.
And so let me be ugly. I'm so sick of having to reclaim being beautiful. I'm so sick of having to reclaim beauty. There's this really great poem by this artist, Mark Aguirre, who says, it's called These Are the Axes. And two of them are be ugly. And then the next one is no beauty. And that's how I feel about life. Let me be ugly. I like being ugly. I like being aggressive. I like being too loud, too fat, too whatever. Because reclaiming beauty is too much pressure.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
And if there can be conventionally attractive people, can I just be conventionally unattractive? Can we just start using that as a term?
Yeah.
I said it earlier on this podcast, but I'll say it again. I know how this world treats me. This world treats me like I'm ugly.
Yeah.
And I feel so denied in my experience when I say I'm ugly in people's first instinct. And I know it comes from a place of love. But when they say it to me, am I coming from a place of I will punch you? Let me be
Shut
ugly.
the fuck
Let me be
up.
ugly.
You don't need to make me feel better.
Because I don't feel bad about it.
Right.
You know?
Like,
What is beauty? Beauty is so
it is so not objective too. The other thing, it is
exactly.
subjective. Everybody has different
That's his
tastes.
ugliness, yeah.
Beauty and beauty, blah, 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 blah. Beauty and ugliness don't mean the same thing to any two people. Like,
Yeah.
or like maybe you will have some things in common, but like people are, I don't know. It's
Well,
just,
I'll put beauty in the same category as bisexuality. Who knows if I'm beautiful?
yeah.
I personally, who knows if I would think I was beautiful without patriarchy?
Right.
Who knows if I'm bisexual if there wasn't patriarchy?
Yeah, literally.
You know, like I cannot continue to force myself to go to divorce court with the reclamation of beauty.
Whew.
I just can't.
God, just
I
bars,
just
bars, bars,
like
bars.
pull clip. No,
Yeah.
but literally, I
I'm
just
like the
like
things that come out of your mouth. She is a
be
writer.
ugly, no beauty. And I didn't say that, but those are words I live by because for me, those are the axes, as Mark did say. Like, you know, I just think like I don't need to be beautiful to be valuable. Beauty's,
Yeah,
you know, as people say, this is very much a mantra that I love that is I feel like getting more popularized. Beauty is not a debt we owe the world.
yeah.
It's just not.
It's just not,
It's
and
nothing that you
it's
have to worry about. And once you stop worrying about it, life becomes so easy.
and
Once you're
it's
okay with being ugly, life is so easy.
yeah, it's also just such a double-edged sword too, because the value on beauty, the overemphasis of value on beauty, then people who are considered like conventionally beautiful, that's like all people think they are. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
so they don't get to have depth, they don't get to have
Oh,
intelligence, they don't get
I
to
don't
have
envy that at all.
no, that's what I'm
I know
saying.
how the
It's
world
like
treats them.
it
Yeah.
sucks on no matter which way you spin it, it's objectifying and it's yeah, you're not treated like a fucking person.
Up on a pedestal or down on her knees, it's all male fantasy,
There we
as Margaret
go.
Atwood
Let's
said.
go. Bars, bars,
Yeah,
bars,
no, I mean
bars.
Margaret Atwood says that, and it's such a great that whole section of that book is so great, but it just ends with you are your own voyeur, and that is a big purpose of my life is to stop being so voyeuristic
Yeah.
and being more participatory. And the way I participate with myself is just being like, girl, let yourself be as gross as you want to be.
Yeah.
Gross girls.
Also, to go back to like the first part of your point and how like the fat positivity movement was like
Oh
invaded by thin
God.
women, and they have valid, obviously, all women and all gender nonconforming, whatever people under patriarchy are suffering. However, if don't join the conversation when you're not, I don't know, I think let fat people have their thing without coming in and being like, I totally get it, girly. You don't though.
Oh my
No
God,
matter,
someone bullied you for being too
like,
skinny.
babe,
Oh my
I'm so sorry, but it
God.
really isn't the same.
Oh my God, poor
Poor thing. And we don't
thing.
need to play like trauma Olympics or anything, but we can recognize when it's appropriate to contribute to a conversation versus letting people have the space that they need. Because
100%.
it's just, I can't tell you how many
Letting people have the
times
space they need.
thin friends have come to me to complain about feeling fat, feeling out of control, needing to get back into their workout routine. Oh my God, but I think everyone's beautiful but me. Blah. And I'm like, I hear you when we all suffer under this, but also don't fucking come to a friend who you know is bigger than you
Yeah.
to complain about that shit, because all you're doing is reinforcing for me that you think I'm disgusting and you would never want to look like me.
But I'm still beautiful.
But I'm still
But I'm still
beautiful.
beautiful. Go, girl, you're beautiful. Like all
Like,
that bullshit. Because
I'm like, quit fucking with
I'm just like,
me.
you know what? Here's my size. Go to a go to go to a fucking flea market in Los Angeles and find me one thing in my size.
Yeah.
Go to any consignment store in fucking Silver Lake. Find me something in my size. I will plug two things in LA as a fat person. One is Proud Mary,
Yeah.
an amazing consignment store in Highland Park. If you're a fat person, go there immediately, especially if you're femme as a fat person. It's great. The other thing too I will recommend is Thick Thrift,
Yeah.
which is the first time I went to a flea market and was like, oh, I get how thin people spend money at flea markets.
Right.
I'm not just trapped in the jewelry section. You mean
Right.
I can have anything from any store? Gobble, gobble,
Yeah,
gobble.
yeah.
I'm gobbling it up as I do with food because it's okay to be fat. And I just get so frustrated with people using anecdotal evidence of being like, well, I was bullied once by people in my middle school for being too skinny. Okay, cool.
I'm talking about
I'm talking
societal.
about I'm talking about hegemony right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about hegemonic power structures that mean that when I go to the doctor, I have to look nice.
Yeah.
I have to when I've gone to urgent care and changed clothes first because I'm like, I know if I go in sweatpants, I will not be treated well.
Yeah.
So,
And you'll be treated like you're at fault for whatever issue you're
oh,
having.
yeah,
100% of the time.
yeah, have you thought about losing weight? Yeah, every day since I was 10.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You think I haven't? You think I haven't? If I
oh,
could just do it.
that's a great
Oh
idea.
my God! What the hell? Oh, what? Nobody ever told me that before.
Yeah, like talk about self-harm. It's
And
like I can turn anything into I've turned food into self-harm
that exact, and that's
because I was striving for an idea of beauty. And I think sometimes when we talk about beauty, we're all talking about different things, as you said, because it is subjective.
yeah.
For me, beauty is so entrenched with patriarchy
Oh my God.
that for me, fuck being beautiful. I don't need to be beautiful to be valuable. I know beauty, but I hate when thin people try to tell me shit about
No,
body positivity.
it's so fucking
Oh my God,
annoying.
wait, once one of my thin friends, so I was like complaining. This is like back when I was like, God, I was so skinny back then. Like a size like 14. And I was like, I was so thin. Now I'm a size 22. We love. But I remember I was complaining about stretch marks because my body was changing because I have a
Yeah.
chronic condition that like made me gain a lot of weight because of like a hormonal imbalance in my like mid 20s. So I was getting a lot of weight. I was uncomfortable in my new body. I was complaining about my stretch marks one day, and one of my thin friends with her full chest looked me in my fucking eyes and said, I like stretch marks because they remind me of earth flares.
Excuse me?
I don't need to become a metaphor for the earth to be valuable.
Right. Please
I'm not, my
shut the
body's
fuck
on a
up.
landscape. My body's on a battlefield. My body isn't any of that. My body is just this flesh sack we're embodying. And what's so cool is I put art on it because I can take the art with me.
Yeah. Hey. And the other thing
You
too,
feel weird about your body? Get a tattoo.
literally, it feels so good. I'm actually overdue. I really want. Let's go get tattoos. Ooh,
We
let's get pod
should.
tattoos.
We honestly should. I'm so
That'd be so
down.
cute. We have to figure out whatever. We'll figure it out after we stop
I always
recording.
wanted with a friend to get each other's favorite flowers.
Oh, that's so cute.
Or like favorite fruit. Or let's get each other's like favorite fruit.
Oh, mine's peach.
Peach is so fun.
What's yours?
What is mine? Honestly, strawberries.
Okay, I love a
I love
strawberry. They're so
strawberries.
cute too.
And strawberry shortcake, one of the best desserts.
Ooh, yeah, that's so
Strawberry
true.
milkshake. Ooh, I could
Strawberry
go for
shortcake. I love strawberry ice cream
Talking
too.
about being
Like,
fat. I could go for a strawberry milkshake right
but
now.
here's the thing too, I will
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
yes, it is okay to be fat. There's a million reasons why someone could be fat. You don't know someone's health by looking at them, period, point blank. Like, and I've been seeing some interesting things too, where it's like, obviously doctors demonize fatness and they try to act like you're a piece of shit if you're fat, and they won't look at any of the health issues. But then there's this big fucking missing piece of like, sometimes the health issue is what's causing the
The
weight gain
fatness.
and the
Yeah.
fatness,
No,
which is so
100%.
like I have PCOS.
I have
That was
PCOS
like
too. PCOS
like I have
belly. Yeah.
never ever been able to be like, no matter what I've tried in my life,
Yeah.
I've fluctuated. I've always been between like a size 12 and a size 16
100%.
my
Yeah.
entire life since puberty. So, and I've had periods of being more and less active. I'm obviously like, whatever. I don't need to justify anything to anybody to prove why I look a certain way, but it's just like, there's a million reasons. Everybody, genetics, there's so many things that play into someone's physical appearance, in and out of our control.
Also,
And so like, just
yeah.
shut the fuck up. And also, if you like want people freedom so bad, let people be free to be fat if they want to.
Well, also, I love that you like checked yourself and you were
Yeah.
like, I don't need to justify that because that's like so much of my,
Yeah.
it's something I check myself on a lot too. Is like, I don't need to justify the space I take up in this world.
Yeah.
Space is not finite. Everyone can take up space.
Yeah.
There's enough spotlights for everyone. There's enough tech people for everyone.
Literally.
And I think for me, I think for me, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. My blood pressure is the best it's
Yeah.
ever been. I'm the healthiest I've ever been, emotionally, physically. That I am now. I'm also almost the fattest I've ever been.
Yeah.
At my thinnest is when I was
Yep.
19 and in active addiction.
Yep. There it is. My
Yeah,
thinnest, I was not eating food.
exactly. You know what? And it's just like medical industrial complex.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there should be like with thinness invading body positivity, fat positivity. I think there also needs to be space. Everyone's allowed to create spaces that if you're like a part of a marginalized group, you're allowed to create spaces that are exclusive,
Yeah.
that other people who benefit from the same things that you're being victimized by aren't allowed to join.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you just don't get it.
Yeah. You just don't get it.
It's like why I don't want to be invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
Don't
There's
invite me to the cookout.
Don't invite me to the fucking
I
cookout.
don't want yeah, like because I know my place. I know I'm gonna fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
And I also think that people really don't understand the level of traumatic it is to grow up
As a fat
as a
person.
fat person, and the amount of attention paid to it, not bullying that comes from it, both like from peers and doctors and employers, literally everywhere you can. It's like the last form of like acceptable discrimination that people are, because it's viewed as like, yeah, it's your fault, you lazy piece of shit. Like, why
That
wouldn't you just fix that thing that you
as
can
if it's not
easily fix?
as if it's not like incredibly informed by late stage capitalism and by end of
Exactly.
empire and the fact that our
And
food in America doesn't have nutrients anymore.
exactly, that's the other part. I'm like, so much of this is also
Food
the fault
deserts.
of American food deserts, places where there's literally the only options for affordable meals are Taco Bell, KFC. There's so many reasons. Like, there's lack of the processed foods we were fed as children in the 90s, like
Oh my
Gushers, fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, like the things that we were packed in our lunches, Lunchables. Like, there was no nutritional education, and that's on purpose, and that's a power thing. There's a lot of like reasons for this in and out of our control, like I said. When I think of just the version of me as a 12-year-old who was so distraught because she could not understand why, no matter how hard she tried, only drinking water, only eating salads and oranges, and running up and down the stairs obsessively trying to lose weight because of everything I was being fed, and then going to the doctor crying and saying, I just don't understand. I'm dieting, I'm exercising, I'm doing all these things, nothing's working, it doesn't change. And them just being still being like, it's your fault. Like,
You're lying.
you're lying. Yeah, that kind of shit. It's just, oh, it makes my blood boil. And on that note,
You know what? please DM us and talk more. Like, if you have any thoughts about fat positivity, body
Yeah.
positivity, DM us.
DM
This was
us.
beautiful. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Thank you for being my guest today. I'm so happy we finally did this. And also, I still need to get you a mic for the regular episodes. Also, I just want to say before we sign off, please leave us a written review on Apple Podcasts. It will go so
Yes.
far. If you enjoy what you're hearing and enjoy what we're making, it will help us so much to get to the next level, which we are trying to get to. And I keep asking people to do it, and then it's still empty. And so please just do us the favor, write a review. It's super easy. It will take 2 minutes of your time, if that. And if you're going to say something nice to me in a DM, maybe just copy and paste it into a review. How about that? And with that, thank you for joining me today. I love you so much.
Let the bodies keep the score. Let the bodies keep the score. Okay,
Perfect way to end this episode. Love you. Bye.
I wish we could, like...
Thank you so much for listening to Trauma Bond with Theresa Bateman. This podcast is hosted, created, and edited by me, Theresa Bateman, produced by Ali Giordani. Our perfect theme song is written and performed by Tolliver. We are an independent podcast, so if you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star review. It really helps. And you can also join us as a paid subscriber on Substack for any exclusive bonus content, or if you just want to support the podcast and what we do. Bye!
And light another dude, cause it's what? It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond. Them boys, they love the trauma. Them girls, they love the drama. NB just slapped my mama. Oh God, here comes the karma. Let's go. It's time to trauma bond, 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 bond.